I try to leave the wheelchair at home as much as I can because I'm walking freely. When I first started it, I was puffing and puffing a lot, but I've built up my strength in my abdominals, and my whole body has gotten used to walking again. So I try to leave the wheelchair behind as often as I can.
Hey, Art, thanks so much for coming back to spend some time with me today.
You're welcome, Tracy. I'm glad to be here.
I saw a little miracle come from my friend Art, and I just wanted you to share it with all the members.
Well, I'm just tickled pink because this version 6 that I have, after it got that upgrade, uh, it started healing some items very quickly. And one of them is my spine. I had a spinal injury right when I was graduating high school back in 1966. And I fell out of a tree and injured my spine pretty badly. And I had spine problems all my life, a lot of severe pain. And my spine is as good as it was before I fell out of the tree now. And I started having dreams of not using the wheelchair anymore, just walking and running and all kinds of stuff. And one morning I woke up and I figured out a way to. My main impediment to trying to walk with a cane was the catheter bag, and I tried, even back in the nursing home, flipping it over my shoulder, so I could have my hands free, one for the cane and one for the rail in case I needed to reach. But I've figured out a way. I coil the tube around my leg, and I have the catheter bag attached with a rubber band down around my ankle there and inside my pants. And so that's how I go out these days instead of having it hanging under the wheelchair, And I try to take the walker whenever I can. Whenever I go out, I have a 4-wheel walker, and I use that when I go to food banks and shopping and stuff. And I try to leave the wheelchair at home as much as I can because I'm walking freely. When I first started it, I was puffing and puffing a lot, but I've built up my strength in my abdominals, and my whole body has gotten used to walking again. So I try to leave the wheelchair behind as often as I can. Yeah, you can cut it off.
Art, that is so awesome. That is just woohoo. When you sent me that video, I was like amazed.
I'm tickled pink. Yeah, I've been in the wheelchair since 2000, so 4 years, as of last August. So it's like almost 4.5 years that I've had the wheelchair, but I'm getting to where I really won't need it. I think I won't be flying to Salt Lake now, according to latest things that have shown up in chat. I'm imagining they have a way to do the equivalent to the QARC bed at home now. And I'm just imagining, I shouldn't speculate, but I'm guessing that it might have something to do with the home healing system, because that's got a strong signal. If you crank it up to 10 million cycles a second.
Actually, it's the touch, and that will be released to
Really?
VIPs today and all members next week.
That's amazing. I can't wait to try that. Yeah.
Yes, it's going to be remarkable. Great things have already happened with it. But we also will have the opportunity to use the QARC as well. So we can have both.
Oh,
the touch is called a taste of the QARC. Oh no, Cynthia called it a touch of the QARC.
Oh, cool. But the QARC, I mean, you can do it like in approximately an hour. The touch would seem to take a long time.
A little longer, but miracles have happened already. So
wow.
I can't say a lot more than that, but things are progressing over here on our side.
Well, based on the number of posts in Chatty Chat, like everybody's complaining they can't keep up, but it's exciting. The excitement level is sky high right now, and I've never been in such a loving group of any other kind of chat that I've ever been in. I've never experienced this much love. This group has really got a lot.
So wonderful. I love
Yeah,
hearing.
there was one thing that I wanted to sort of clarify a little bit on my prequel, because I mentioned in there that I'm in contact with a half a dozen extraterrestrials on a regular basis, and that I communicate with them telepathically, even, and I imagine when you say that to people, they're picturing little gray aliens with big bug eyes, and they're not. I've never encountered a gray. I've been around grays. One thing you can say is that when they're around, you can tell because it smells like dirty diapers, because they don't have a digestive system. And that gray is a suit that they're wearing, and those big bug eyes are lenses over their eyes. So, but they take in their nourishment by getting in a tank of this amber liquid that has, believe it or not, the parts of the cows that are abducted floating in there, that have certain amino acids. That's where they get their nourishment. But they also excrete through their skin and ultimately through the suit, and so they smell. But that's not who I'm hanging out with. I've never seen a little gray. I've seen tons of pictures of them, but the folks that I talk to they look just, or I should say, we look just like them. And in a way, you could say that every human on Earth is an extraterrestrial, because none of us evolved on this planet, our species. Every living human on Earth arrived on Earth from another world hundreds of thousands of years ago. And so most of the friends I have are Pleiadians and people from Orion. And I've got a strong sense that you're from Orion. Yeah. But that's where I lived. Yeah, most of my previous lives was on Orion. So the Pleiadians are the blue-eyed. I would like to just recommend people to see, if you want to see real photographs of real aliens. Aliens is not a nice word, but they're our ancestors. There's a video on YouTube called Waiting, and it's in the YouTube channel called Family of Taygeta. That's one of the 7 stars that makes up the Pleiades, Taygeta, Taygeta. And in that channel, Earth is the newest member of the Galactic Federation of Worlds, also called the Alliance. And this is a couple hundred worlds, planets, that are very advanced, like the most advanced ones in this universe. And they have lots of videos in there telling about the different species that are in the Federation that we're the newest member of. So and this video shows the Pleiadians in their ships, and their actual photographs of them. Their photography is much more advanced than ours. And it shows the actual ships. They say living on board those ships is like, never mind 5-star, it's like 7-star, luxury. So, but these are real photographs of real Pleiadians, and they all look like they're 30, but some of them are tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of years old. They just don't age. And we're going to be like that too, because there's the medbed technology brings us to a certain level, gives us a perfect 30-year-old body. But the other thing is a cosmic event that is already starting. It's called the Great Solar Flash. And it even talks about that in the Bible, that in 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and in verse 52, I think it is, it says, you will all be changed in the twinkling of an eye. And that's the Great Solar Flash. And what it does is it repairs our DNA, restores our DNA back from 2-strand to 12-strand. And that's when we will no longer be aging or getting sick or dying. So, but the med beds still have a place for, accidents and things like that. But I've known about med beds for almost a decade. And I was watching videos about the med beds were used by the secret military to fix pilots of spacecraft that were getting shot up and limbs blown off, and they get in the med bed and get a new arm or a new leg in about 20 minutes and get back out there in combat. So anyway,
I need to introduce you to my friend Alex. Do you know Alex?
Alex Collier? Yeah, sure. I've known him since he was young. I mean, we never met personally or anything, but I've followed him all these years.
Yeah,
and there's sorry.
Oh, he's a dear friend. I love Alex so much.
I love Alex. He's amazing, and the people from other planets are making themselves more obviously apparent now. Like, for example, there's Carrie Ann, forget her last name. She's works in the medbed area for the Alliance, and she's from Venus, and she lives in Australia. Just search Carrie Ann medbeds Australia or something like that, and you'll see her. And some of my friends follow her, and they've introduced her. She's got a Telegram channel. So she's a Venusian. She knows Val Thor. You've probably heard of him from Venus.
Art, Cynthia keeps me so busy that I don't have time to really follow many people.
Yeah.
The only reason I follow Alex is because he's my friend. So
Alex is so cool. He's such a great guy. He's amazing. And there's lots of extraterrestrials, people that are from other worlds that are working hard on our behalf on the planet right now. So they're real. They're not. We're all extraterrestrials.
that's amazing.
And if you look at the different races that are described in detail in the videos in the Family of Tegeta channel, you remember the movie E.T.?
Yes.
That is the way he was depicted. That's a race. That's a real race that is a member of the Alliance. And guess who else? The Smurfs. There's a race that is exactly like the Smurfs. That's what they look like. That is in the Family of Tegeta. There's even one race that are on Mercury that are made of rock. And they eat rocks.
Wow.
But anyway, I'll let people look up on their own, but just to tell a few funny things. But anyway, I'm having a ball, and I know it's a lot of work to keep up with the chatty chat, but I enjoy it every day. That's a big part of my day, keeping up with everything there. So
that's lovely. I'm so happy to
yeah.
hear that. So
Yeah,
Art,
so
I want you to keep up the good work, watch your email, and when you get your announcement, your invitation to try the touch, and then send me an email and let me know how you feel, what you like.
I'll certainly do that. Yeah, and I really enjoyed your video about it. I saw that yesterday. I've got it bookmarked. Yeah.
Okay, we have a new one that just came out with a little just like a way to have it work better. So look at the new one it's posted as public. The one I released 2 days ago is private now because I added something to the public one. So
very cool.
Yeah, so
And
take a look at that. Just one little quick thing to be careful of. So
I'm sure I'll find it in Chatty Chat. Thanks for doing this interview.
well,
Appreciate it.
Thank you
I
for
think this
to
one
spend
might
time
finish.
with me today. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
what?
I think this interview might bring me up to 200 points too. I think I'm pretty close.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
Okay, dear one. Well, you have a beautiful day and I look forward to next time.
You too, and have a very happy Christmas.
Thank you, Art. You too. God bless.
Thank you for making this QHS project fly. This valorous admin team, thank you. The Key community welcomes you. Thank you for making your home QHS healthy and happy. Thank you for helping us place QH centers all around the world. Together, hand in hand, we make miracles happen. QuantumHealingSystems.org. Thank you.